Congratulations. Amazing time here with you. I will try to do my best to stay in the same level. Congratulations for all friends here. It's amazing, fantastic job. And I'll talk about something a little bit different. It's not about fall, Alex. No. I will talk about fall, but with a different point of view. And of course, I don't have the brilliant English that we could hear from our colleagues, but I will try to do that. And this is very important, in my point of view, because we will deal with people, we will try to do our best, of course, but sometimes we don't think everything that we must do about these issues, right? And of all, as we could see, it's not a simple question, it's not a simple issue, right? We must consider different things, and sometimes we have lots of things in our minds and we forget one special thing. So I need to thank Robert, Joe. Joe is a great friend, my brother, and Robert came with me because Joe made that. Thank you so much. Balancer System, Active Rehab Center, and the technical support. These guys are working very hard, and it's very important. Yeah, of course, all of you here that are with us and trying to learn and teach and share. It's very important. Thank you so much. Well, look at this information. It's really important. Why? 3 days ago, I made this search. Elderly fall prevention were the keywords. And look at this. Amazing. 9,508 results. Or what it means, results. Papers, science, right? Reviews, lots of I cannot say all of these are very high quality, but most of this information is good science or very good science. All right. And I was trying a good, I like to play with this and this information here. In 2008, the year 2008, we had 404 papers, scientific papers, okay, published during this year. Oh, wow, look at this. More than one per day. People are not kidding about this. It's very serious. Only with these simple keywords. Elderly fall prevention. Right? And if you look here, we'll see another huge result. 268 systematic reviews about this issue, these keywords. This is too much. Why we have this amount of information? Because it's very important. Because this is important. Because the costs related to falls are something unbelievable. Billions a year. It's huge, giant, okay? And look at this growing curve. We had, in these years, I believe that it started in 2015, 3 papers, almost 3 papers per day. That's too much. Why? Because it's important. because we have to pay attention on this issue, and people are falling around the world every day, every day, every day. Joe showed some good information for us, or all information Joe shared are very good, of course, but one point: 78 people in Canada fall each day with injuries, right? We don't know all falls. We don't know. We don't have this information because, of course, if I fall and nothing happens, nothing bad happens, I will not tell for my public health system, hey, I felt. No. So we have one number that is giant, but it's not real. It's worse than it appears to be, right? So we have science and people working hard to improve our skills, to show better ways, and so on. Right, but when we look to data, it's terrible, and it produces things like this on this corner: fear, right? And we could see that fear make things worse, right? If I have fear, it's dangerous. I will have more difficult to go on and to restart my abilities and to recover my capacities. 35% of people with this age falls each year. It's huge, huge, huge. We know that. We listen to that in other presentations, but I'm here to ask you one question before I really dive down inside my words for you. Okay, one question, it's very important. When we look to science, we can see groups. We can see strategies for groups. This is science. We need to make it this way. But who are? We are talking about who. And sometimes this is a gap, because it's about someone. And sometimes like someone means nobody. I don't know. This is not good. Because if we have 10,000 papers produced, I think we'll cross this number until the end of this year. We have 10,000. This is important. But we must consider that we are talking about different person. We are not talking a group. We cannot look like a group. We have different problems. We have different realities, different situations, different ways of life. We have all things different in their lives. So when we think about fall, papers, science, we are talking about what? Who? So I was invited to talk about this. One person, right? we have impacts and very bad changes in inside a life, in a life of a person who falls, and it unfortunately this fall produce some injuries that are difficult to deal with and to repair and solve, right? Like peripheral nerve injuries or some joint injuries that are not so easy to deal with. It's a real case, right? In my house, in my home, with my wife. So I will say lots of times she, because it's happening now with us, right? And this is a case report, but a real in my life case report, and it's very important to share, because sometimes we we can't see the reality. We are trained to do, and sometimes we are doing something worse than we can do, because we are not looking exactly for the meaning of these things, and what the real how it impacts in the life of the people, right? So the first thing we must consider, and we always consider, because we have more than 9% of our patients with pain. Sometimes we have neurological patients that goes to physical therapy because the shoulder hurts. I cannot move, but it hurts. Right? Oh, let's recover the movement. No, no problem at all. I don't like the pain, but the movement, I don't need it. Okay, it's your choice. But the pain is something very important, because the pain is always connecting the person with the injury situation and the fall. Always, always a mind connection happens. Oh, I feel pain. I feel pain has a meaning. I felt I'm not good. I cannot do lots of things. I will talk about this here. So we have lots of ways to deal with pain, including movements, including electrotherapy, physical agents, manual therapy, lots of things to deal with pain. Okay, without medication, and doctors can do that, right? We have lots of tools to deal with pain, and we must use that. I can see around the world people saying, oh, we cannot use electroanalgesia, because electroanalgesic research, because it doesn't work. No, it's not true. It works. We have science, lots. If you don't know, it's very different. It doesn't work, right? We must um, use that, because we have science, okay? And other physical agents, it's the same. I see people saying, oh, it doesn't work. No, it works. You must know how to use that and deal with pain. And with exercise, of course, but sometimes the exercise is painful, okay? And this is real. Remember, I'm telling you about one loved person. It's not about someone in one group, in one article, or one paper. I'm talking about one real person, okay? My wife. Well, Joe told important things about this, and this is very hard, right? The emotional costs, I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about the impact in the mind of a person. how it can put this person down. It's very hard. This is a huge load, and it's important to try to reduce the pain, to improve the abilities, and a small gain must be highlighted for us because it's important to break this emotional depression, anxiety, all of these things. It's very hard because the pain is always connecting people back to the trauma, to the injury, and with the reality. I cannot do things. I cannot help my house. I cannot do this. I cannot do that. I cannot stay with my family. My family must change everything in their lives to help me. I cannot see my friends, and my friends cannot or don't want to come see me. Why? Because I'm in my bedroom. Okay, I cannot do things that I love to do with people that I love to. I will not stay here down in the backyard. I will stay here in one of these windows. Okay, this is real, and we must consider that to try to make our strategy better for each person. It's not a group. We deal with person, not people. Okay? Think about one that you love when I'm speaking here. Okay? Think about one that you love. And think about that. Okay? The social living, how important is the family living, the social living for these people you are thinking? Okay? Don't think about a group in one paper. Think about one person that you love, and the impact is very, very, very strong, right? Oh, work. Sometimes we don't like so much. It's not the best part of the day, but when when you don't have it, you see that part of your social living you have in your work, and it's important for you. Change ideas, talk about different things, and see how people do different things related to your profession or not. We talk about life when we are working, okay? And doesn't matter what you do, but when we are working in a hospital or a clinic as physical therapists, we are talking about different things during all the day, and this is important for us, but the work is important for us. Okay, money and other things, and the feeling of I am useful, I can do things, I can help people, I can deal with problems, I can solve problems. This is important for us as human beings, right? So this person will lose his it if he has injuries related to any situation, but a fall can do that easily, do that at home, right? We are not talking about falling and I was walking around a huge place with rocks and oh, unfortunately I felt. No, I'm talking about home, that uh, inside these 10,000 papers are the place where things happen. Falls happen inside a home. Okay, your home. And of course, when we have this situation, we we have to pay all of these things you not have. And different situation here, maybe public transportation use less, but if you are at home, you pay more electricity, more water, and so on, right? And we have to pay medicines, professionals to help if it's the case, but you not work, and sometimes what you do, you don't have the same amount of money with your insurance or public insurance, or I don't know the name in your country, but I suffered an injury, I have an injury. Oh, you have an injury, you have a public injury, or what you have in your country, but sometimes you don't have the same amount of money. So imagine yourself, I have lots of things to pay, I cannot help, I cannot work, I cannot pay, and I don't receive this money. But if I work with physical therapists and I have my own clinic, I will lose my clients. So it's not about when things are okay, become okay, I will be okay. I will return and that's all. Let's restart from where we were. No, it's not true. You don't have your clients. You don't have people to work with. And this is very hard for a person that loves to do that and are very confident when work with this. So look, we have a connection between different issues, between different topics, but we know that. You know that. You are listening to me, oh, that's true, that's true. But it's not about true or false. It's about how it will change a person you love. And when we think about that, we think different about how I will do my job with people. Okay, it's very important. We need to change things inside our mind, because it's not so simple during our lives. Why? Because we are working hard every time, every day. We have lots of patients. We need to deal with different things, right? But each one of your patients is one person that someone loves. And it's important. We need to change sometimes the way we look, the way we talk can change. It's important. We must look at this. We must look at this situation. One person at home can help clean, deal with clothes. Who will pick up the kids at school? Today I cannot. Oh, so okay, I can. Oh, you cannot because you have an injury. You cannot move. And I cannot. I need to work. No, I will not work because I have a kid. Oh, I need to prepare some presentation. Oh, but supermarket, clean the house, clothes, baby, or not baby, but kids, and all of these things. So people, we need a little more focus on this. We deal with people. When we look at this picture, I think that this is important, and we have an impact. Sometimes we are in this part of the house, right? living room, kitchen, talking, eating, preparing something, oh, watching TV, talking. Now imagine one one person of your family here upstairs. Oh, I live in an apartment, Alex, right? One inside the room, and we here. Hey, help me, I need to go to the bathroom. I need water. I need food. It's always asking for a person who always do all she or he needs by herself, and sometimes or suddenly need to ask for everything. We come back to the emotional costs. We come back with that situation that I'm not useful. I cannot do simple things. And we must think about this. Simple things. We do. And all right, I did it. Sometimes we don't care about that. But it is important because we need to do that to feel alive. That's what produced this feeling of life. Things that we do and we don't care about, only when we don't have it. So if you need to go from this bathroom, this room, to this bathroom, and if you cannot, someone needs to help you. And sometimes it's very hard because you know that the other person needs to do lots of things that you cannot do anymore during this time. Okay, so when you are not with a good mood one day and you need to deal with different patients, a little more patience, a little more calm to talk, because this person surely is inside this situation, very bad situation that I've been told in here since I started my speech, right? So imagine other things, right? I'm not at your home, so you have to deal with different things, and you and people inside your house, you try to do things to make the life easy, okay? But sometimes you don't have one, and it's very hard for this person and for the others, because we need to do more, and sometimes this this amount is kind of impossible, and it will be hard for everyone. Okay, we have lots of different things. Think about that, to change your strategies, to change your approach, to change your mind, to do your profession, because we have different things and different experience during our lives. So put this inside your mind easily and look forward to change your life. I really wish that I could change something, help something happens, and build a bridge crossing this situation. We have things to give, and people need it. Sometimes our mood and our behavior don't do these things connect correctly. So let's try to build this bridge, right? It will improve quickly our abilities, and surely the patients will have much more from us. Thank you for your time, for this opportunity.
Thank you.
I'm
Thank
here.
you.
If people want to send some questions, I'm here. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, guys.